thinking Georgetown is cheap and easy? Two streets can feel like two different towns. One is quiet bikes and backyards. The other is school traffic chaos at 8:30. Let me show you the pockets locals fight for first. Georgetown sits in Halton Hills, just west of Brampton and north of Mississauga. It has that small town calm, but you are still close to real city stuff. Think more porch lights, less condo lobby, and way more trees. People move here for space, schools, and parks. You get quiet streets, friendly neighbors, and the kind of place where kids still play road hockey. If that sounds like your vibe, keep watching because the areas hit different. Here's the best neighborhoods in Georgetown, who they fit, and the little stuff that matters, like where the traffic backs up and where you can actually walk for coffee. By the end, you will know where to start your search. First up, Old Downtown Georgetown. This is the heart, around Main Street. Local shops, bakeries, patios, and those small town festivals. It feels warm. You step outside and you are already in the community, not stuck in your car. Homes downtown are older, and that is the point. Big trees, wider lots, and real character. Some places are over 100 years old. You get charm, but you also get quirks. Floors can slope. Basements can be spicy. Welcome to history. Downtown is perfect if you want to walk. Coffee, ice cream, events, even just a quick stroll after dinner. If you hate driving for every little thing, this is your lane. You feel like you belong fast because everyone is always out. But if your dream is a brand new, super modern house with a wide open layout, downtown might not be your top pick. You can update inside, sure, but you cannot fake old street vibes. Some buyers love that. Some buyers run. Both are fine. Next is Delrex. And honestly, this is where a lot of first-timers land. It is super family-friendly. Quiet streets, parks everywhere, and schools close by. It feels like the kind of place your parents would pick. And that is a compliment. Cold truth, Delrex is popular because it solves a Toronto problem. You can often get a detached home for way less than you would pay in the city. Not always perfect, but more space, more driveway, and you are not hearing your neighbor sneeze. Most homes here were built in the 1970s and 1980s. Lots are decent. Many houses are renovated inside, so you get that older build with a newer feel. Just remember, renovations vary. One house is stunning. Next door is time travel. Delrex is also close to Georgetown Marketplace and the big stores. That means errands are easy. Groceries, hardware, a quick coffee, done. For busy families, that matters. You do not want a 40-minute mission for milk when your kid is melting down. Now Georgetown South. This is newer, mostly built in the 1990s and 2000s. Bigger houses, modern layouts, and the classic double-car garage look. Streets are wide, sidewalks are friendly. It is a stroller and dog-walking kind of zone. A lot of young families choose Georgetown South because it just feels fresh. Newer schools nearby, newer parks, and people doing the same life stage stuff. You will see bikes on lawns and soccer nets in driveways. It is busy in the best way. Commuters like this area too. You're close to Highway 7 and not too far from Highway 401. That can save real time if you work toward Mississauga, Toronto, or anywhere you need to escape at rush hour. Location is not everything, but it helps. If you want more house for your money, Georgetown South is usually high on the list. You might get that extra bedroom, a bigger kitchen, and a nicer primary suite than you expected. Just be ready, newer areas can come with more competition when listings drop. Next, Stewarttown. This one is small and quiet, and it feels more rural, even though you are still basically Georgetown. Larger lots, more privacy, and less traffic. If you want to hear birds, not leaf blowers, this is the vibe. Stewarttown can feel like a little escape. Some homes back onto trees or open land. Mornings are calm. Nights are dark enough to actually see stars. If you are the type who waves at your neighbor and means it, you will fit right in here. Now we get to the park area and Hungry Hollow, and this is where people start whispering. Because it is gorgeous. Trails, big trees, and the Credit River nearby. It feels green and tucked away, like Georgetown is showing off a little. And I am okay with that. Surprising local thing, Hungry Hollow does not feel like a subdivision. It feels like a postcard. Custom homes, big lots, and a quiet that is hard to buy anywhere near the GTA. If you want nature and privacy, this area hits different fast. Hungry Hollow is great if you hike, jog, or just want to step outside and breathe. It can lean luxury, so it is not always a starter area. But for a forever home, it is one of the most special pockets around Georgetown, hands down. The park area is also super desirable because it blends things. You are close to parks, schools, and still not far from downtown. Homes here tend to hold value well because the location is balanced. You get quiet streets, but you are not isolated. If you are choosing between Hungry Hollow and the park area, it comes down to feel. Hungry Hollow is more tucked in and nature heavy. Park area is more central and practical. Both are strong. The question is, what your daily life needs more. Next, Trafalgar Country. This sits more toward the edge of Georgetown, and it has newer growth. You see modern townhomes and detached houses, cleaner lines, less maintenance, and that newer community planning with paths and playgrounds baked in. If you want a newer home but still want that small town feel, Trafalgar Country can be a sweet spot. You get the Georgetown pace, but with more modern finishes and less of the old house surprises. It is popular with buyers who want simple and clean. Now let us talk commute, because this is where dreams get tested. Georgetown has a GO station with trains toward Toronto that is huge if you do not want to drive every day. But you still need a plan for parking, timing, and the morning rush mood. Driving is also part of the story. You have Highway 7 plus access to Highway 401 and the 407 nearby. Georgetown is not isolated, but traffic is traffic. If you're commuting daily, do a test drive at the time you would actually go. Lifestyle check. Georgetown is not downtown Toronto. It is quieter and slower, and that is the charm. You are not moving here for nightclubs and giant towers. You are moving for backyards, parks, and a community where people say hi at the mailbox. If you need a subway stop outside your door, Georgetown will feel far. If you want a safe place for kids to ride bikes, it feels perfect. There is no right answer. There is just match or mismatch. And the better the match, the happier you are long term. Here is the pattern interrupt. Two houses can have the same price, same size, same photos, and totally different daily life. One backs onto a trail. One backs onto a noisy road. One has walkable coffee. One is only drive-through. The map matters more than you think. So who is Georgetown perfect for? Young families who want parks and good schools, first-time buyers who want a detached feel, people moving from condos who are done with elevators, and downsizers who want calm streets and neighbors who still chat over the fence. If you are a first-time buyer, Del Rex and parts of Trafalgar Country can be strong starts. You get a practical layout and a community feel. Just keep your expectations real. You might trade a downtown Toronto walk score for a driveway and a backyard. Many people love that trade. If you are upsizing with kids, Georgetown South is usually the workhorse. Bigger homes, newer layouts, and lots of families doing the same schedule. If you are already living the car seat life, this area just makes sense. And yes, the garage matters in winter. If you want charm and history, Old Downtown is where you should spend time. Walk Mean Street. Smell the coffee. Look at the trees. If it makes you smile, you are probably the type who will forgive an older home for being a bit quirky. If you want peace and space, Stewarttown or Hungry Hollow is the move. These are the areas where the air feels different. You get more privacy, more green, and less hustle. But you may drive more for some errands. That is the trade. Decide what you value daily. Quick helpful note, if any of this is hitting close to home, my contact info is in the description below. Message me and I will help you narrow it down fast based on your commute, your kids, and what you actually want, not just what looks good on a listing. Now, the most important part. Every neighborhood has micro pockets. Even within Del Rex, one street feels calm and another feels busy. Same in Georgetown South. The school boundary, the cut-through traffic, the park access, all of it changes the vibe. Do not choose only by price. Choose by lifestyle. Do you want to walk to Main Street? Do you want a big backyard? Do you want newer finishes and a double garage? Or do you want trees, trails, and a quiet road where you can hear yourself think? That answer is your roadmap. When you tour, pay attention to the stuff people forget. Where do you park? Is the street packed at pickup time? Can you get out of your driveway in winter? Are you near a trail or near a shortcut drivers use? Those small things become daily feelings. Another blunt truth. The prettiest house online can be the worst fit in real life. Photos do not show road noise. Photos do not show the commute at 5. Photos do not show the neighbor with a loud truck. You need eyes, ears, and a real plan before you fall in love. Let me give you a simple way to pick. Start with 3 must-haves, then add 3 nice-to-haves. If a neighborhood nails your must-haves, it stays. If it misses 2, it is out. This keeps you from chasing shiny listings that do not match your real life. Must-haves could be school distance, lot size, or commute time. Nice-to-haves could be a finished basement, a bigger kitchen, or a garage. When you know your list, Georgetown gets easier. Without it, every showing becomes a confusing guessing game. Old downtown buyers should also budget for surprises. Older plumbing, older wiring, and older basements can pop up. That does not mean do not buy. It means inspect well and plan smart. The reward is a home with soul and a location you cannot build new again. Delrex buyers, look closely at renovations. Some are great, some are lipstick. Check windows, roof, and mechanicals. Ask about permits if walls moved. The good ones are fantastic value. The rushed ones can turn your savings into a Reno marathon, and nobody wants that. Georgetown South buyers, watch for the stuff that comes with newer builds. Grading, sump pumps, and how the street drains after a heavy rain. Again, not scary, just smart. Newer does not mean perfect. It just means different homework than a century home. Hungry Hollow and Park area buyers, think long term. These spots are not just about the house, they are about the setting. Trees, trails, and that quiet feel are the value. You can renovate a kitchen later. You cannot renovate a river valley into your backyard. Trafalgar Country buyers, check the growth plan around you. New communities can mean new parks and schools, which is great. It can also mean construction for a while. If you can handle some dust for future upside, it can be a smart play. Just go in with open eyes. Now let us talk daily rhythm. Where do you shop? Do you want to be near Georgetown Marketplace, or do you want to be closer to Main Street for that small town walk? Some people want quick errands. Some people want charm. Georgetown can do both, but not on every street. Also, do you want quiet or do you want active? A street near a school can be loud twice a day. A street near a park can be busy all weekend. Some folks love that energy. Others want dead quiet. Neither is wrong. Just pick the noise you can live with. Pattern interrupt time. If you only visit on a sunny Saturday, you will get fooled. Come back on a weekday morning. Drive the route to the GO station. Try the left turn you will make daily. Stand outside and listen. That is how you spot the neighborhood that actually fits you. If you are commuting, build a plan around time, not distance. 10 minutes on the map can become 30 at rush hour. Test the drive to Highway 401. Test the drive to the GO station. Your future self will thank you when you are not late and stressed every day. For families, school zones matter. Being close is great, but also check where kids actually walk, where crossings are, and where traffic piles up. A house near a school can be amazing. It can also be a parking lot twice a day. You want the good side of that story. For downsizers, focus on the day-to-day. Can you do stairs? Do you want main floor living? Do you want less yard work? Georgetown has options, but you need to be picky. The goal is comfort, not another project. Unless you love projects, then I have questions about your hobbies. For condo movers, the biggest shock is how much you will love simple stuff. A driveway, a garage, a backyard barbecue, not sharing an elevator. But you also take on maintenance, roof, furnace, snow. The freedom is real, but so is the responsibility. Plan for it. If you are trying to stay on budget, do not only look at the list price, look at taxes, utilities, and what repairs might hit soon. An older home with a tired roof is not a deal if you need a big fix right away. A smart buy is the one you can sleep with at night. The good news is Georgetown gives you choices. You can buy charm in old downtown. You can buy family value in Delrex. You can buy newer space in Georgetown South. You can buy quiet in Stewarttown. You can buy nature in Hungry Hollow. And you can buy new growth in Trafalgar Country. The trick is lining the choice up with your life. Not your fantasy life, your real Monday morning life. Where you wake up, where you drive, where your kids go, where you shop, and where you decompress. When that fits, the house feels right even before you paint a wall. If you are finding this useful, do me a favor. Hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you do not miss the next GTA Neighborhood Breakdown. It genuinely helps me reach more buyers and families who are trying to make a smart move without getting overwhelmed. Now, quick mental exercise. Picture your perfect Saturday in Georgetown. Are you walking Main Street with a coffee? Are you at the park watching soccer? Are you on a trail near the river? Or are you in the backyard grilling while the kids run wild? Your answer points to the right area. And do not forget, even the same area has different streets. One side has mature trees and shade, another has more sun and newer builds. One has easy parking, another feels tight. This is why I like doing focus tours, not random showings all over town. If you are serious about moving here, build a short list of 3 areas and then go deep. Tour a few homes in each. Walk the streets. Check the parks. Drive to the GO station. Grab a snack on Main Street. Make it real, not just a screenshot on your phone. People ask me, is Georgetown worth it? If you want calm space and community, yes. If you need loud nightlife and a subway, probably not. Georgetown is not trying to be Toronto. It is trying to be Georgetown, and that is why people love it once they settle in. Let me also say this. Georgetown can feel like a fresh start. More room to breathe, more room for kids, more room for a dog that is bigger than a handbag. But the best moves happen when you understand the trade-offs, not when you pretend they do not exist. If you are torn between 2 areas, do not flip a coin. Compare your deal breakers: commute pain, yard work, renovation, appetite, school needs, walkability. Once you rank those, the right neighborhood usually becomes obvious. The wrong one starts to feel loud in your gut. Also, do not ignore the season. A street can feel magical in summer and a mess in winter if snow piles up weird or the driveway is steep. Ask about snow clearing. Look at drainage. Georgetown winters are not a joke. They are a personality test with slush. When you are ready, I can map out the best pockets for your budget and your routine and set up showings that actually make sense. My contact info is in the description below. Reach out and I will help you avoid the common mistakes I see buyers make in Georgetown. I will never push you into a neighborhood that does not fit. My job is to match you with the right street, the right school zone, and the right commute reality. Sometimes that means waiting for the right listing. Sometimes it means changing the plan. Either way, you stay in control. So here is the takeaway. Georgetown is small, but it is not one thing. Old downtown is charm. Del Rex is family value. Georgetown South is newer space. Stewarttown is quiet. Hungry Hollow and Park area are nature and prestige. Trafalgar Country is new growth. Pick the one that matches you. If you know someone thinking about moving to Georgetown, share this with them. It can save them weeks of random driving and bad guesses. And if you want me to help you zero in on the right area fast, my contact info is in the description below. Simple, no pressure, just help. Next time you are in Georgetown, do one thing. Stop looking only at houses. Look at the streets. Listen, watch the traffic, see where kids play. Smell the air near the trails. That is the real neighborhood test. And once you feel it, you will know where you belong.